friends, I have a terrific recipe for you today. It's my pan-seared steak. I will have all of your ingredients listed below, so we're gonna get started. So first you wanna let your steak rest and get to room temperature. Once you get it to room temperature, then we're gonna season your steak heavily. Heavenly? No, heavily. I'm gonna get that right. But I'm not gonna take it out this time, but you guys need to have that little blooper, just so you can laugh at me. Anyway, you wanna make sure that you season every side of your steak and then let it rest a little bit. And before you throw it in that hot skillet, you wanna add just a little bit more seasoning. You also wanna make sure when you put your meat in, you put it in away from you so that you don't splash any of that oil on you. It will burn because you're supposed to have a very hot pan. So I wanna tell you that because I want you to be safe. Okay, so the next tip that I have for you guys is you don't want to turn that meat until it has browned. You want it brown on the other side because remember that brown is flavor, you know? So you don't want to turn it too soon and then it's all gray. You don't want that. That's just not a good steak. So make sure you let it sear very good on both sides. You know, so before you turn it, let it turn brown. So now I'm gonna turn these steaks over. And next thing you wanna add in here is some aromatics. There's all different types of aromatics that you can put in here, but my favorite is rosemary, thyme, and garlic. You know, your girl loves her some garlic, okay? So I'm putting in some butter, and then I'm gonna add in some thyme and some rosemary. And you want to make sure that you allow your butter to cook, you know, and definitely cook with the rosemary and the thyme because then it makes it more flavorful and your steak will pick up those flavors, you know, while it's cooking, especially after you've let it sit out, you know, with a little bit of your seasoning. That salt helps drain out some of the oil or water that's in your steak. I shouldn't say oil, but the water that's in your steak, and therefore it would allow it to absorb these wonderful flavors that's going on in your pan. So anyway, we're gonna take and baste these wonderful steaks with that lovely aromatic butter to sear in more flavor, you know, more flavor into those steaks, so that when somebody takes a bite, like you and whomever you sharing your steaks with, take a bite, they go, oh my God, this steak is so good. And that's the reaction that you want. That's the reaction that I want anyone who's eating your food to have. So anyway, I'm tilting the pan over and I'm basting the steaks with it, as I told you. The next thing I want to say to you is that once you take your steaks out, you know, there's different temperatures. So let's go back. Let me back it up a little bit. So once you've seared your steak, you want to cook your steak to your desired temperature. So rare is like 125 Fahrenheit, medium rare is 135. Me, I am like a medium girl, so I'm gonna be 145, but I will 9 times out of 10 take it out before it reaches 145, like maybe like 142, because the steak is still gonna continue to cook as it rests. So you gotta keep that in mind when you take your steaks out. So as you see, I'm grabbing the temperature. I think my mom is more of a medium, so a medium well, so I'll let hers cook a little bit longer than mine. But anyway, I will take it out, and you should let your steak rest for 5 to 7 minutes, depending on your thickness. My steaks are not that thick, so 5 minutes is probably decent enough for my steaks because they're not that thick. So you guys, like I said, after you let your steaks rest, I put a little knob of butter on mine, and then I cut them about half of a centimeter thick to keep in the juiciness. And look how delicious these steaks are, you guys. I can't wait for you to make your steaks for your family. And as always, I want to tell you, thank you for watching my videos, and enjoy. Don't forget to click thumbs up and subscribe so that you can get all of my new videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.